don't mean that that's where my culture comes from. And maybe I want to do something that even the culture I'm from ain't culture-fied in. Hello, somebody. I want to do it. Maybe don't work because I see what they've been doing don't work. I don't want to. I found out you take a person out to a dinner in a movie, two things gonna happen. They get hungry, and after they get hungry, they ready to go, and they not really talking about the deep things and loving each other. They ready to eat that food, and it's only a little amount of time, and you ready to go to do whatever you got to do next. And then in the movie, if it's a movie you want to see, you want to see the movie. You ain't got time to be talking. You're going to say, man, I'm missing parts of the movie. Let's watch the movie. So watching the movie, is that a time for you to know your mate? Really not. It's time for you to watch the movie to see what kind of scenes you just saw. What scene did you see? Are you seen that movie? Yeah, I seen that movie. I went to see that like that, and I seen that scene. But you missed the communication part. You missed the communication part because you were so busy seeing your favorite movie. You was interested in the movie, and you know you shouldn't leave nobody on to be like, look, we going to see a movie. I want to see that movie. If that's all y'all gonna be doing in the relationship is watching TV, you understand, all the time, because where you start off at and where you're gonna be at. So you can do like skating, or you can do something else. Hello, somebody. You can go do something else. You do something where you can talk to each other. You can skate. When you skate, and you can, hey, before we start in the States, let's take a little time before we even roller skate to know one another before we get to having fun. Let's communicate. Let's communicate. You gotta communicate. We gotta learn, because especially if that's somebody you're interested in, you really want to really get with that person. You want to know the inside and out of them. But look, that's my time right there. It's your boy King Calcutta, partner.
Coast to coast instrumentals. Coast to coast instrumentals.
Yo, what's happening, everybody? Make a difference. I want to be a part of a difference. I want to be a part of a change in somebody else's life. And so I just want to talk about, I want to talk about the love part. Again, I really believe that is a deep topic for a lot of people that have been going through stuff, Again, I was talking about a little earlier on an earlier broadcast about the shooting that took place at the school, when the young fella about 18, they say he was about 18 years old, and they say he used to go to the high school, but he went in and he killed 17 people. He killed 17 people. So we wind up thinking, as a people, at least we should be thinking, like, what was his motivation? Or, and I believe his motivation was because he was hurt and he was going through pain, and nobody really took the time out to see about him at that time. And they went on about their business, doing what they doing, flossing and stuff. And don't you know, there comes a time where sometimes people be wanting some of that attention to rub off on them. If you got so much love and stuff like that, won't you love somebody that's unlovable, or that's seeking love and need that love? And sometimes people could be going through family issue. It could be relationship issue with a significant other. It could be a whole host of stuff that an individual is going through. So I want to look in the depths of this, and how can we help a person that's being, destitute in this area? How can we look further in helping that individual? How do you help an individual like that has felt like their situation is hopeless? How do you bring hope in the situation. First, you got to have hope. First, you got to have enough love yourself. You got to have enough love where you're not selfish. Love is kind. Love is understanding. You understand? Love is not lust. You understand? That's a 4-letter word too. Some people think because another person lusting after them that's love. That's not love. You see, you got a person that don't have to necessarily love you. You know, if they love you, then they respect you. You understand? Love is when a person respects you. Some people be thinking love is, well, I know that person love me. Well, evidently they don't, and you'll find out that they don't because they haven't received the love. They haven't went through the basic fundamentals on how to even go through that. They don't know how to decipher the two at the moment because they've been wounded at some point of their life. They've been hurt. They've been manipulated. They've been deceived. They've been through some hardship at some point of their life. They've been at a dilemma in their life. And so we want to look deep into that, you know, because you can tell a person all day long, well, you know, sonny boy, I love you and I'm praying for you. But if you never really get involved in that person's life, and then things go wrong. If you really don't show a person, hey, I'm going to pray for you in Jesus' name for him to deliver you, or I'm going to pray that God begin to change your particular situation. See, you got to know sometimes you got to pray. Again, you need to pray for folks. You need to pray for a listening ear. You need to pray for understanding. You got to pray to God, give me enough heart to show me how to love, you know, what can't receive the love right now because they probably gone through some pain or they probably went through a letdown here and there. And some people mistake love for the things that you can get. It's not the car that you can drive. It's not the house that you live in. It's not your occupation, but it's your actions. It's your the time, the talent, and the energy you put in. See, really, to define love got some things on the inside, just like the anointing has wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Love, let me break it down for you. For you to say I love somebody, you gonna spend your time. Love is time. Love, to have love for somebody. Now, I learned this through going through my marriages. See, love, you have to take what? Inside the word love, you get the word time. You got to take time to, you know, and energy, and even utilizing your talent. You got to use your charisma and everything to really show that you into another individual or the opposing sex at the time. If you're in a relationship, you want to really look at trying to, you know, give that person the time that they need. Give them another thing that's in there. We can replace this. We can replace talent with understanding. Understanding, time, energy, and understanding. Time